Well, about Leicester, we don't need to speak so much, I think. It's a team who got relegated, have qualitative high players, and you can see it also on the field. So, but this doesn't say the game in 3 days. Already everybody thinks about something on one way, but this is football, you never know.
Real tough game, obviously. They're obviously the strongest team in the league. We've done really well against them at their place. Obviously, we was disappointed to lose the game right at the last minute, so we can take confidence from that. You know, we're unbeaten in a couple of games, had a couple of good performances or a couple of decent results. So we're going into it in good spirits. We know it's going to be a real tough test, but at home, you know, we've got to be confident that we can go there and get results. So yeah, it's one we're looking forward to.
And this was clear already at the start of the season for me, because nearly they kept all the players nearly. So maybe one or two they sell, like Leeds also. So they kept a lot of players. For them was clear that they want to get promoted again. Many teams now fighting against these teams, and many teams are fighting for the 6th position. Let's see end of the season.
If you're in the game, you've always got a chance. You know, anything can happen. We know that in football. So yeah, it's one of them that obviously you hope to stay in the game, which we look to do. Like I say, we're at home. We'll obviously take the game to them, try and put them under pressure straight from the first minute, and you know, let's see what we can do. We know we've got you know a lot of quality in the team, and I know it's a tough period, and there'll be rotation for both sides, I'd imagine. But you know, we're happy with the squad we've got, and lads will come in and give their best. And it's a game, like I say, you've got to look forward to. You're playing against Leicester. Obviously, they've been in the Premier League for a lot of years now. It's a game that I'm sure the fans will be looking forward to. Albeit it's a tough fixture, but it's one that you know you can easily get up for. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
We will give everything to get points against Leicester when it's possible 3. But you have to see what you have in your hand and what the opponent have in his hand. So when you compare, we have to ask, you can or not? I think when we are good concentrated, when we see the first games, how we played in Leicester, we could win the game. In Leicester, we lost the game 90+2, I remember. Before we had 2-3 chances to lead. Okay, we could manage it to score, so they managed it to score. But at the weekend can be different.
We're happy where we are. We obviously, you can look at singular games and look where we could have picked up more points, of course, and that's obviously something you do all through every season. But you know, we're happy where we are. We're still learning. We're still learning about each other's games. Obviously, the manager's come in this season. There's been a massive lift for everyone, and we've got some new players that are, you know, gelling still. But you know, I think we've shown some really good signs already this season. And we'll just keep building and keep looking to improve and try and pick up as many results as we can. Obviously, we've got January coming up where you know the club may look to do some business, and it's just about making sure we've got a competitive squad going into every game with a chance to win games. And like I say, a tough game against Leicester, but we'll be in no different mindset going into that one. It's a game at home that we'll be looking to try and pick up points.
I think we add a lot on our game. If it's with the ball, without ball also. I think in offensive and also in defensive shape, we manage it really good with the team to be in one level. That time we was creating more and we couldn't score, but now we are nearly the same with the offensive part. So we create, but we have to finalize better. A few games also we couldn't create really well. So I know where we have the issues. So where we have to add, that we can push for that. So when I see how many chances every game we have and how we had it before was a little bit better. So an offensive part, we have to be much better. So to create is always difficult, but we have to continue to work on it.
I was glad to get 90 on Saturday against Sheffield Wednesday. I know the manager makes a lot of changes and there's a lot of rotation that's needed this time, but it's good to get 90 under my belt. And yeah, felt good again today. And I think all the boys, you know, as long as you've got to look after yourself right, I think that over this period, you know, it's so tough that you've got to do all the recovery stuff that you can and just try and get ready for the next game. And I'm sure the boys will be doing that over the next few days.